People who lose in life have a few common patterns. There are a few things that you see that are just really common with anybody who loses in life. Now, what do I mean by lose in life? I'm not talking about necessarily business or relationships or weight or communication or family. I'm actually talking about any of them or all of them. Again, there might be somebody who's really successful in business and unsuccessful in family life. There might be somebody that's successful with family life but unsuccessful in business. Usually you can see more than one of these areas, but even if it was one, that's losing in life. If at the end of your life you're saying, you know what, I would like a do-over in these ways, then you know what, that's losing in life in some way. Okay. So here are the common patterns that I see around me constantly with this. Number one, people who lose in life whine. They whine about things. Rather than taking responsibility for things, they say, well, this was this person's fault or whatever, and blame goes hand in hand with this, okay? My hair isn't right, I don't feel good today, whining about little things or blaming other people for it. I didn't sleep well, so that's why I'm yelling at people. Which, by the way, most of us have done at least at some point in time. I know that I've done these at times. The key is not to never do it once. The key is to learn and grow from them and realize, wait a second, I'm blaming someone else. I need to take responsibility for my own stuff right now, okay? I'm whining about this. Make a decision. Do it or don't do it. But don't whine about the results. Don't whine about an election if you haven't voted, right? Or you're not willing to do something about it. Another pattern, so I talked about whining, blame. Another pattern is judgment versus curiosity. A lot of people that judge situations rather than are curious. Now, listen, we need to judge things. We need to make decisions on things. We need to understand, is this in my best interest or not? Having said that, there are people who have this pattern of judgment where they put everything in little boxes because that makes life simple. And I'm not disagreeing. It does make life simple in many ways. Having said that, when you are curious and you foster curiosity, what's happening is you're growing with people. You're trying to understand, well, what's behind this? Could there be a little bit more information that once I gain, I judge this differently? It's not that you don't judge at all. It's that you need to be curious before you judge. Okay, you get some more information. Another area is that they're poor communicators. Again, sometimes really successful business people are poor communicators. They're successful in driving business in maybe starting something, and yet when there are employees involved, when other people are involved, their communication skills show, or their lack of communication skills show, and things start to fall apart. And that's true of families and in other ways as well. It's also true of how you communicate with yourself. If you're not a good communicator with others, most likely you're not a fantastic communicator with yourself. What's another area? Uneducated. Most of the people that lose in life are uneducated. By that, I do not mean that they have a lack of degrees or lack of pieces of paper that say you have completed grade 12 or you've completed graduate, undergrad, postgrad, whatever it is. That's not what education is for me, okay? For me, an uneducated person is somebody who doesn't have the skill set to get what they want while making other people's lives better. The converse of that, the other side of that, is an educated person, to me, is somebody who knows how to get what they want and make other people's lives better around them while they're doing it. Okay? This is a really important point. I want you to listen to that again. An educated person, in my opinion, is somebody who can get exactly what they want in life while making other people's lives better. That's an educated person, okay? Lastly, people who lose in life waver with decisions. And they will escape decisions. And instead of taking ownership of decisions, they'll pass the buck. So again, this comes back to whining and blaming a little bit, but it also comes back to simply not having confidence in yourself. If you don't have confidence in yourself, you are going to lose in certain areas of life. Now, by that, what do I mean? Am I calling you a loser? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there are certain patterns that if those continue, they will affect someone adversely, okay? Having said that, that's not saying who you are. Listen, I want to make this very, very emphatic. You are amazing. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a human being, you're amazing, okay? In many ways. The key is bringing that out of yourself. And until you learn how to bring it out of yourself, you're going to struggle in certain ways. That's okay. There are lessons to be learned in life. Keep learning them until you've got them. But once you're aware of certain patterns in your life, like the ones I mentioned, you've got to start taking action and do something different about it.